Students rewrite history and embrace culture in AP Spanish 5 at the Career and Technical Education Center.
In AP Spanish 5, students are offered the opportunity to rewrite the letter that Hernán Cortés wrote to Charles V in their own words, describing their point of view from what they've read in the text.
Writing La Segunda Carta de Relación de Hernán Cortés from our own perspective. So that's the second letter of Hernán Cortés,
which is the second letter out of 5 that he wrote to Spanish Emperor Carlos V, who was also the Holy Roman Emperor at the time, when he went over and colonized Latin America.
We had to beat Hernán Cortés and write the letter to Carlos V, translate from Spanish, from Old Spanish to Modern Spanish. So basically, I just made an email. I just went ahead and made an email because they're already going to write it in Modern Spanish. Might as well just go all out 21st century.
The letter project allows students to think creatively, without limits, and strengthen their Spanish skills.
Getting to read the Castellano version of Spanish because it gave me the chance to know the language at a deeper level and not just like the normal conversational type Spanish.
So there wasn't really a rubric. You could really be creative with whatever you wanted to do. There was the guidelines, so you were never really lost or confused on anything because it was really straightforward.
Being creative and making the letter look authentic by carefully burning the edges, adding this ribbon and all the touches that show my personality.
There are other hands-on projects throughout the year.
Well, when we studied the medieval ages, they were able to create a family crest, if you will, a shield from medieval times that incorporates their family values and history. They've also had the opportunity to rewrite short stories in their own words. And by doing so, this gives them the opportunity to expand their knowledge of the language and interpret it into 21st century writing.
It seems the students have learned many lessons.
What I would take most away from this project is to never give up even when I'm presented a challenging piece of text, especially in Spanish because I'm not a native speaker, but just to stick with it and understand it the best of my abilities because that is how I can best develop the language skills.
It is very important to understand different cultures and also the history behind the cultures because we got to not only learn about the literature, but we got to learn about music and art and other things of the time in Spanish culture, so that's what I'll take away.
The thing that they took the most from this was that they got more faith in themselves to be able to interpret literature.
With the drive to learn more, these students have a new understanding of an old version of Spanish that they can carry into the future. I'm Kennedy McGilvery for Frisco ISD-TV.